I want them to just auto prepare the item for shipment. Chipmunk. Did I say chipmunk? Oh my gosh. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very exciting unboxing. It is a Chanel unboxing and it's for a bag, so I'm very excited because it's been quite some time since I've actually bought like a proper Chanel bag. I think the last unboxing I did for a Chanel bag was for like a vintage vanity, so I'm not really counting that because it's technically a vanity case, but this is an actual Chanel bag. So if you do like these sorts of videos, which are all things luxury, and you aren't already subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate if you hit that subscribe button below and also the bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos, which is generally at least once a week. So technically this unboxing today, firstly, it's not a genuine unboxing because it is a pre-loved Chanel handbag, and I wanted to make sure that I got the bag authenticated before going ahead and unboxing and revealing it to you guys. So I did get it authenticated and it came back perfectly fine from real authentication. I wasn't worried going into it at all anyway. I did buy this bag from Rakuten Global Marketplace. I have spoken about it before on my channel. It's essentially like Japan eBay. It's not eBay, but it's like the Japanese version of eBay, but there is so much more products on Rakuten Marketplace. And on the plus side as well, you can also use Ebates Rakuten to also get cash back too. I have a link in the description bar down below where you can get cash back for any purchases that you make. As long as you click on that on the Ebates link and go through there before you go ahead and make your purchase, then you get cash back as well. If you are in Australia, it's also advisable to join Shopback. And I do again have a link down below for Shopback. Shopback as well does support Rakuten Global Marketplace, so I just go with whoever's got the most cashback running at the time. So I went through the Shopback link and it was 5% cashback that I got back on this purchase, as well as something else, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So yes, it was from Global Rakuten Marketplace. Technically this is my Christmas present from me to me. So I did buy this as a part of my own Christmas present to myself, which I do every year. I buy always something for myself, and this was my big purchase for this year's Christmas. I am unboxing it early because of course I had to get it authenticated. I didn't want it sitting under the Christmas tree not having that 1000% peace of mind. And I think I'm going to need to use this a little bit sooner than Christmas. However, I do have some other luxury goodies that I'm going to wait until Christmas to start using anyway. So this one will be a little bit sooner that I'll start using it, just because at this time of year, in December, it's also my daughter's birthday too. So this bag will definitely come in handy. And I think enough talking for the intro. Let's open it up so you can see exactly which Chanel bag I got. So as you can see, it did come with a box, which is really nice. It's nice when it comes with a box, especially for a big purchase. It's not a vintage bag, it is a current bag. It is only a 2018 bag. It must have had the camellia before, and whoever consigned it with the Japanese store clearly didn't give the camellia with the box, or it came off, who knows. So it's a very big box, very big box. And you might already have an idea of what's inside considering the size of the box, especially if you are familiar with Chanel. So there's not much wrapping kind of in there. You may even already sort of see through the wrapping. First, I just want to say, just in case you can't see it, this was packaged really well from the Rakuten, from the Japanese supplier I bought it from. They have to package their own stuff. Rakuten doesn't do the packaging. So they sent it to my Japanese address, which I'll talk about a little bit more in detail. And I just wanted to note that they did a really good job of packaging it. There was those foam noodles inside, lots of bubble wrap. The box was totally safe and secure, and so was the bag as well. So let's open it up so you can see, and quite obvious, given the size of the box, that it was going to be a Chanel Deauville tote. Now let's pull her out so you can see properly. There was nothing else inside this box. It's just the Chanel tissue paper. I'll put that down. So the Chanel Deauville tote, and I think that this is considered the medium size, or maybe it's the small. I know Chanel with their sizing gets a little bit confusing. Yeah, because there's obviously the next size from this has the top handle. I think that that's considered the large, and then bigger than that is the extra large. I believe this is called the medium. When I looked at like the Real and Fashion File, they call this the Chanel medium DeVille tote without the top handle. So I believe it's called the medium, but like I said, the Chanel sizing gets a little bit confusing, and it is with gold hardware. Chain links are a little bit twisted. That's something that I did read that is a little bit of a con with the Chanel Deauville, is that your chain links on your strap do sometimes need a bit of adjusting, unfortunately. So gold hardware, which is nice. I did want it to have gold hardware. When I was looking for a Chanel Deauville tote, I actually made sure that I was buying one with gold hardware. I really just, for some reason, I just wanted gold hardware with the tote. And on the front of the bag, it's got Chanel Rue Cambon Paris, and it's in gold, like a gold metallic sort of like a lurex, kind of like if you're familiar with tinsel on the Christmas tree that I've got over there, it's kind of like that. So it's like it's had tiny bits of tinsel woven to create the Chanel logo, and then it's also got that lurex throughout the fabric as well. So it's got bits of gold all the way through the fabric. This bag is a 27 series bag, so it was 2018. I'm not as sure of the actual collection. I think it might have been maybe cruise collection. Maybe it was last year's cruise collection. I'm not 100% sure because I don't really follow Chanel quite religiously. But if you do know which collection this one came from, yes, Sally.
My dummy not here.
What?
My dummy not here.
Dummy not here?
Yeah.
I don't know where it is then. I don't know, you have to go find it, I don't know. It's not here either. You don't need it anyway. So if you do know which collection this Chanel Deauville is from, please let me know in the comments down below. I don't follow Chanel, like I watch their runway shows and stuff like that, but because so much product comes out of these runway shows, I never quite know what is from what collection unless it was specifically shown on the runway. So I think it might have been cruise, I'm not sure, it might have even been spring summer, but if you do know, please let me know in the comments below. We really appreciate it. Now it's fully stuffed inside the bag, but I thought I would also run you through how it looks on the inside, and also we'll go and have a look at the exterior. So as you can see, it came with lots and lots of stuffing. So it's got the beige interior, and the made in tag is made in Italy. It's also got the new style toggles where you can no longer remove the chain strap. Before with the old toggles they had like the T-bar, so now they've just got the circle. So it's definitely a very, very new model Chanel Deauville, which is good. I wanted, like, I mean, I was happy to have quite an old model, that's fine. But I like the fact that it is a newer model, and this is the exact specs that I was looking for. When I was looking for a Chanel Deauville, I wanted to get like a beige white one. For some reason, I just really wanted that. And if it wasn't a beige white, I wanted to make sure it had the lurex kind of through it, like that gold glittery sort of thing happening through it. So the only other bag I know of that was like that was like a navy blue one. I couldn't find that, but I actually prefer this anyway. I don't have a light colored bag in my collection, so this might require a little bit more care, but I'm not all too worried. There's always bag spas anyway that can do a good job of cleaning up a bag. There's no actual obvious signs of wear to the bag. From what I could see, there was no corner wear, nothing at all. So it's been really well kept, like looked after. Maybe the original owner was like, no, this is too much stress for me to look after this bag, and decided to sell it. Maybe that's why. There's no signs of wear on the bottom either. And again, the other corner, no signs of wear on either of the corners or edges, which is really good. And the back is also spotless too. I don't think that there doesn't look to be any wear along the top of the edging. It just looks as though it's a part of like, it's got like a kind of grayed kind of tone to the, like an off-white. So it comes through a little bit grey, but it's not dirty. I think that's just the actual tone of the ribbon that runs along, or whatever you call it, the trimming that runs along there. The handles are white, so they're probably gonna require a little bit more care, but it's on the shoulder anyway. It's not a top handle bag, so that should be okay. The bag, like I said, didn't come with the receipt. but it did come with the serial card, which is good, so that's always good to have. This one is probably going to be my main go-to tote bag now, so I'm very happy that I have this in my collection. I finally have a solid Chanel bag in my collection. I don't have one at all, not that I have really a big collection anyway, I have a pretty small one. Now what I wanted to talk about as well was how I went about buying this bag. So like I said, it was from Global Rakuten Marketplace, but the actual seller that I bought from did not ship to Australia. Well, their conditions, but they only ship within Japan, which is something that you find on Global Rakuten Marketplace. If you search for, if you actually change the options to your country and look for only sellers that ship to your country, then you only get listings that ship to your country. However, if you want to broaden your market, change it to shipping within Japan and then sign up to Global Rakuten Express and get a free Global Rakuten Express address, which is essentially a Japan address for on-forwarding service. I spoke about this before in my where I buy my Hermes bags video. I spoke about this a little bit in detail, but I do have a Global Rakuten Express address, which is my Japan address, and I had this bag shipped to the Global Rakuten Express address. Gosh, I've said that how many times? But yes, I had it shipped to there, and then they were really, really quick. As soon as they received the item, they let me know that they had received it and they were now packaging it, because my settings is for auto pack. So they notified me as soon as it arrived, started packing the box. I don't know if they did any repacking, probably not. I'm not quite sure, because it looked like whatever was stuffed inside the bag was the same as what was the stuffing around the actual outside of the box too, unless the Rakuten Express did all that too. Then if they did an amazing job. So they then, when they finish packing the shipment, they then send you an email to say you need to pay for it. And the cost worked out to be, because it's quite heavy, it came with the box, it was $120 Australian to ship it from there to here via EMS, so Express Mail Service, which is the postal service for my country. So I also received it within like 4 business days, so it was really super quick. But the other thing I wanted to note was, when I was paying through Global Rakuten Express, because I have the Ebates little button on my Chrome browser, it was telling me that I could get 15% cash back as well. So I did 15% cash back when I was paying for my shipment, and then I got 15% cash back on the $120 shipping that I paid. So that brought down the cost even more. Basically, the bag cost 2,550 Australian dollars. That was inclusive of shipping. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good deal, because I believe the retail on this is like at least a minimum of $3,500 in the boutique, maybe 4,200 for this size in Australia, I think. So I feel like I got a really good deal, and the bag is virtually brand new. The only downfall is that it didn't come with a receipt. However, it's been authenticated and it does come with the serial card anyway, which is good. But yes, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I'm going to enjoy using this big tote bag, and I'm going to enjoy the fact that it's in a color that I don't have in my collection. It looks very summery, like it's got that spring summer kind of vibe, being this color. It's also got a bit of a Christmassy kind of vibe because of all the gold on it too. However, this is still transition quite easily into fall, winter anyway, because of the coloring. The coloring of the bag is quite neutral. So yes, very happy with my purchase, and I think that's all I have to say. I will put some mod shots at the end of this video, because it's quite obvious that this is pretty much only exclusively a shoulder bag. You could put it in the crook of your arm, but you know, it's going to have quite a hang to it. I am thinking about if there is any way that I can attach like kind of rings to the bag to add my own top handle. I will look into it, but yeah, I'm a bit worried with the fact that those toggles there, that circular toggle, it's probably not really going to give me any room to do so. But you never know, I might be able to figure something out. But otherwise, yeah, it's going to be my nice, comfortable shoulder bag with the leather straps. I looked at the Deauville with the top handle, but the reason that I didn't want to go for that is because the actual straps on that don't have that leather part, so it would have been uncomfortable unless I went for the leather version, the all leather one, which is much, much more expensive. But yeah, that's why I didn't go with the other Deauville tote. Even though it has a top handle that I like, I wish that they added the leather onto the actual chain straps as well, because I'm definitely going to need to be hands-free while using this. This will be like my kind of like my new mum bag for when I have my second child. I'm definitely going to need to carry a lot more with 2 children now. I understand that. So this will come in handy, and I needed to have that comfortable leather strap at the top for my shoulder. But yes, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. But otherwise, I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.